Hello there everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Rebecca and I'm talking to you from my little cottage in the Blue Mountains, New South Wales, Australia. It's great to have you here, and if you like exploring fabric and patterns, then this could be the place for you. Today I'm going to talk to you about two new makes. One of them is a pair of trousers I was a pattern tester for. So that's the one I'm going to speak to you about first. So these trousers are a brand new pattern by Charlie Darwin Textiles. These are called the Olene trousers. So the Olene trousers are described as relaxed high-rise bottoms featuring deep pockets and an elastic back with a flat front waistband. There are various lengths to choose from and hem finishes to choose from. There are a lot of choices in this pattern. So you can do like a little tabbed up cuff down the bottom, you can do a drawstring, you can do an elastic, or you can just do a plain hem, which is what I've chosen to do today to test out the pattern. For the waistband, you can add a tie if you wish, and if you want to add a bit more variety, you can add a knee patch as well. So there's some really good choices to this pattern. So being the tester, there were still some tweaks to go with this pattern, which I'm sure have now been ironed out. I have made the size 10. I measured up into the size 9 bracket, but it was recommended if you were on the cusp of going up to the next size to go up. In the trials, there was only a hip measurement, and my hips are definitely the largest part of my body. What I usually do with most trousers is grade waist to hip and then back in again for the thigh part, and I wasn't able to do that for this pattern because we didn't have the measurements yet for all of those things. We only had the hip because it's the widest part. So that's what I chose to do. You'll be able to see from the little bit of footage and the photos. I think the trousers are great, but this was not quite the right size for me. So they're really comfortable. I really like the pockets at the front, which I didn't think I would, but I do. I need to go down to the 9 because there's just a little bit too much surplus fabric, and I probably need to grade in a little bit further on the waist as well to an 8. I have cut mine at the cropped length, and they've come full length on me. I'm not a really short person. I'm 166 centimeters, but I think most of my length is in my torso. So I did not have quite enough fabric, hence the 2 fabrics, which sort of works. But I'm okay with that because this was a trial and I didn't use precious fabric. I ran out, so I used a remnant. That's a-okay with me. So the main fabric is actually a really lovely feel. It's a double muslin, 100% organic cotton from a supplier in Australia called Potter & Co. So that feels really lovely. And I was looking also to make something really lightweight that could see me into summer. So they do feel lightweight and they feel really nice and breathable. They're just still a little bit oversized. I've started to have a tweak with adjustments. So you can see in the first photos, I do have quite a lot of excess fabric in the crotch area. So I went around, I did what I've seen some people do called the pinch method. Just pinch and measure how much you need to take away and then have a go. Do your basting stitch and then try them on again before you cut anything off and make it permanent. So that's actually where I'm up to at the moment. I've done a baste and I've retried and it did help, but I think I've just got too much excess fabric, and it's also a little bit of a wobbly hemline in the inner leg where the 2 different fabrics meet. And that is just my inexperience. I have never sewn in double gauze before, and I really like it, but possibly it was the wrong fabric to choose for this pattern trialing out a new pattern and without any other experience. However, I will give these trousers a little break, and then I'm going to just let it cogitate in my mind, look up a few other YouTube clips or Google stuff about how to adjust it a little bit further, and then I think I'll probably persevere so I can wear these trousers through summer. On my top half today is the same two fabrics, which, because again I've used remnants, the same two fabrics. I've got like a little seersucker cotton polyester blend that I had left over from making up a lovely dress, the Florence dress by Merchant & Mills, and the front is that same double gauze 100% cotton. So the double gauze was quite bouncy but doable. You just have to be really gentle, gentle with your sewing, gentle with your ironing. This is the Nautilus top by Marilla Walker. It's nice and boxy and oversized. I did extend the length by a good 10 centimeters. I could probably take off a little bit of that, but I did a nice chunky hem as well. And then did a double stitch around the hem and put the little cuff on, and I think this will be quite nice oversized breezy top during summer to throw on with a skirt or some jeans. So they are my two new makes. If you're looking for a new pair of trousers, you might like to try the Olene trousers by Charlie Darwin Designs. They're super comfortable. Oh, I also want to add about the waistband. I really like the waistband. The instructions were absolutely fabulous. I'd not done a waistband this exact way before, but I was not lost once. The instructions for this whole pair of trousers were excellent. Really, really good. Not once did I get to a step and think, I don't actually know what to do. There are some really good, not just written instructions, but there's often two sets of diagrams, a close-up and then the whole piece of the pattern, so you know exactly which one you're working with. I certainly found that very, very helpful, and I've actually purchased another one of the Charlie Darwin Designs, and it's a blouse, and I'm now really looking forward to giving that a go. If you've got a version of the Marilla Walker top that you've made and you want to recommend to me, please let me know. I'm yet to do the V-neck with the buttons. I'll have to read the instructions really carefully, but I think that'll be a really nice top to make as well. Okay, that's it from me today. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying your creations and wearing your garments and feeling good in them. It's so great to have you here. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling friendly, and enjoy the rest of your creative day. Bye for now.